Welcome to Mermaid Love Tarot for your 5-part weekly bundle reading. I'm a counselor, a 2-time award-winning actress, and tarot reader. Enjoy your reading.
Hello Pisces, welcome back to Mermaid Love Tarot for your 5-part bundle reading. My name is Priscilla and I am not just any tarot reader. Greetings from New York. All right, you guys, we are going to begin with your angel answer messages. All right, this is something that I've been doing for just 2 weeks now, but people are enjoying it because they want the answer to whatever questions they might have on their mind. So I am going to put out 2 cards. We're going to check our energies and then we're going to move with general tarot and love, money, and career oracle messages, and our secret card, which I reveal at the end to see how it ties into our reading or not, right? It might just be a message. What do we have for Pisces, please? Guys, I am a 2-time award-winning actress. I leave my IMDB page on my description, all right, so that you can check out those special moments. Also, check out my Instagram and follow me on my Instagram for a whole other, side of me that I don't get to share here because, I am doing tarot. All right, you guys, so we have within the next few weeks, there might be something, a place of importance that you're going to, judging from this card, like something special. Perhaps within a few weeks you're getting married. I use this channel, this Cup2 channel, and I have all the elements, of course, here. All right, so within the next few weeks, this might be a document. We might see the 8 of Wands come out, all right, that you're receiving, and they're telling you that while I believe you need to forgive somebody, I think that this forgiveness has a lot to do with you. There is something that you're needing to forgive about yourself, something you regret. We might see a 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, the Justice card. I feel like some of you may be dealing with something legal that probably has you in your head. We might see the 9 of Swords, okay? And once I start checking your energies, I'm gonna call out what are the cards. The reason why I say I'm not just any tarot reader is because I have over 2,000 videos where I predict the cards and the cards come out. I know it's very difficult to believe, but the proof is in the pudding. So I challenge you and encourage you to go and check out my videos. I do read in English and in Spanish. So go check out the English readings, right? The Spanish readings, learn a little Spanish. And if you need more messages, you can check those out. I just posted them because what happens is I read 1 week in English, 1 week in Spanish, all right? Also, I wanted to bring to your attention the recent video that I did for protection to your homes with the Saint Benedict medallion that you will find at my Amazon shop, all right? I have a whole bunch of links in the main page on my channel, where the first one says Amazon shop, and then you see everything listed by categories. All my tarot decks and oracle decks are there. Follow that video. This is under esoteric items. It comes in a little bag because you're going to need several to do this protection. All right, we are going to move on to checking your energies. Please do not. All right, before I come on, I do a whole big ritual to calling my guides because I need them here. Okay, I call on Saint Charbel, who is very important. He used to grant a lot of miracles and wishes when he lived and even after he passed. So I have him here all of the time, to help me and show me the strongest messages for Pisces. What do we have for Pisces, please, guys? Spirit angels. And I also leave the egg ritual video so that you can cleanse your energy, all right? I talked to you about the evil eye. I give you a little history of that, as well as the Saint Benedict, all right? Because there is a prayer that you have to say. There are many prayers to Saint Benedict, but you can say the prayer that I leave with you, or you can Google whatever other prayer makes you comfortable, all right? But it's very important that you seal your mirrors because they are portals for negative, dark entities to get through. In Jesus' name, because, we don't want to keep that energy around us. Oh my God, I don't like to take the cards, you guys, so please be patient for the video, but I don't suggest you forwarding the entire parts, right? Because I do this for a reason, so that you guys can have everything you need to know in one place, and I can cover everything, all right? Protection, all right, the hedgehog. The number 29 might be significant. You may be needing or feeling that you're not so protected. You may be having your guard up, and they're telling you, that's a good thing to a certain extent, right? Because you need to have your freedom. Because with this forgiveness, this could be you forgiving somebody who has done you wrong, and therefore you feeling to need protection, okay, or to stay away from them. I see like somebody going like this. The number 2 means duality. The number 9 means abundance. All right. So you're trying to also stay protected in terms of making the good decisions, being strategic. We might see the 7 of Swords. All right. Pay attention to all the cards that I'm telling you will come out. Okay. We might also see the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune. I think that I'm getting my readings confused. All right. What do we have for Pisces? Because I think that this thing that's happening in the next few weeks has to do with like a legal something. We might see the 8 of Wands. I think I told you that. All right. And it says cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. Some of you, I can feel you, and we might see the Magician. I can feel you truly trying to manifest that something goes right for you, okay? And you might just get that because you're really going at it. They're telling me to just take a card from the top. All right, soften the armor. You are very protective, okay? You are shielding yourself. There is something that happened that broke your heart, probably broke you, all right? We might see the 3 of Swords. We might also see the 8 of Cups, the 6 of Swords. And we might see the 7, because I feel like in this kind of battle, you might be, oh, we did this already. You might be winning something. Something might end up working in your favor. Let's check the Oracle Love. I just want to see what's going on, until we get to that part of the love part of the reading. What do we have, please? Guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You are really helping me out a lot. Also consider the memberships to my channel. And there was something else. Don't forget to subscribe, because when I go live, I answer free tarot questions, and we really enjoy ourselves doing that. All right, the wrong ones show up loud. The right ones show up steady. Drama doesn't equal passion. It equals exhaustion. The real ones don't chase, ghost, or breadcrumb. They just show up consistently, quietly, and with snacks. Trust the calm, all right? Maybe there was somebody in your life who was very loud but didn't give you much, and you realize you don't deserve breadcrumbs, all right? And maybe, although you had to be the one to walk away, that doesn't mean that doesn't cause you pain, right? People don't have to walk away from us to cause us pain, right? And now, your armor, your guard is up, right? We might see the 8 of Wands or 9 of Wands. I just know that not everybody is the same, all right? There are good people out there, okay? We might see the Lovers, we might see the 2 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. All right, but you are truly, and the Magician, as I say, you are truly like manifesting something better. I hear the word peace a lot. 3, please, for Pisces. 2 more. More. Yep. Feeling a lot of regret with the 5 of Cups. Is it the 5? Yep. A lot of regret. I knew it. I think I might have called that in the beginning. All right. So I think that through the process of you feeling this pain, there was a moment of judgment. All right, judgment towards yourself, judging yourself, telling yourself, I really messed up. I should not have been with this person, right? And you're waking up now to your purpose, realizing this wasn't supposed to happen to me, right? Having that judgment call of saying, I used poor judgment in the past, but whatever I think is not possible can be possible in your life. You may at this moment not feel that the pain that you are feeling is going to go away, right? Because you may just be like, no, this is too much to bear. But right now, I just feel like you are a lot in your protection with the Page of Wands, okay? And while you want to plan a better future, you want to get out of a rut, you want to look towards adventure, that thought of protection is still in your mind, right? You always have your guard up, right? You see how she is, or with that stick right in front of her, even though she's focused, right? But nonetheless, she is like, with her guard up. You want good things, and you get them because there are new opportunities. But with the Ace of Pentacles, these kind of opportunities are opportunities that you need to grab. These are not opportunities that come in and you're like, oh, okay, whenever I'm ready. No, this is big prosperity. This could be a new job. This could be money that comes to you out of nowhere. Some abundance that's handed to you. If you play the lotto, if you go to a casino and play, I'm not encouraging that. I'm simply telling you that this might be a big financial opportunity. This might be a job that pays you way more than where you were. Okay. And so they're just telling you, you got to grab it when it comes. This is not something that you're just going to be like, oh, whatever happens, right? And with the Judgment, they're telling you, use your good judgment. Okay, this is an opportunity of an awakening that you're getting to say, all right, whatever didn't go right, it didn't go right. But as we saw in the angel answers, this could be happening in a few weeks. Okay, this I feel is going to happen before June ends. Okay, so if you are looking for a job, if you are, doing something along those lines, they're telling you go and use your show face. Don't just go in and give your resume, right? Deliver your resume, have a conversation, talk a little bit about, the place. They're also showing me to research, right? To research about a new company so that if at the interview, they're asking you, oh, so do you have any questions? You can ask any questions based, they're showing me a building in the cup, based on, the information about this new company, right? And they're also telling me that in the area where they put you to work, like if they give you like an office that's not really put together, that requires for you to clean it out, don't complain. Don't even for one say, oh, is this a place where I'm going to be like, be humble? Take it, do what you need to do. They're also telling me that if one of your kids has gotten sick, I see like a cold and fever. They're telling you that your kid is going to get better, okay? And it might be a situation that if you have more than one children, it's going to trickle down to the next kid. So you have 3 kids, they're all going to get that same cold, all right? These are just messages that I'm channeling. One day I'm going to just do a video of channel messages, okay? That I'm channeling. So if you need to take all your kids or take one to prevent the others from getting sick, do that. All right, what else do we have for Pisces? Next 3 cards, please. Please do not give me a whole bunch. 3 cards for Pisces. Two more. You're really going through something really, really quick. Like, yeah, you see, you can't make this up. This opportunity that comes in, it brings you a lot of abundance. A lot of money. Although remember that abundance is not just money, but I'm seeing a lot of money here. All right. And then with the King of Wands, it's almost like you want to be in a position of leadership, right? You want to tap into kind of like that King of Wands energy. And they're telling you, you can, right? As long as you're focused. All right. As long as you're quick with your decisions and continue to have that entrepreneur mentality, even though you don't have your own business, all right? Like when we talked about that job, try to share in this interview a lot of your skills, even if they don't relate, all right? Because that shows that you're capable of doing many things, they're telling me, all right? And then you have the 5 of Swords. Again, always looking behind, always, not feeling comfortable, having your guard up. And that's a good thing, but it's not a good thing when you become to have too much fear. All right. Some of you, they're also telling you, try and prevent conflict. Remember that not everything is a battle. Pick your battles. Okay. If you need to argue something with somebody, yes, talk about it, but let them down easy. All right. Try to avoid the turbulence because the 5 of Swords is a lot about turbulence, right? Winning at all costs, not caring. And in a situation, you do have to care about other people that are around you, right? You don't want to have to lose your job when you have kids that you need to support and feed, right? All right. But there's definitely something that you are going to do fast, which is great, right? They're telling you to use your logic as a weapon in a good way. All right. And you can speed to things. You can take action, but fight for the things that you believe in. And before you throw yourself to being too abrupt, which that can sometimes be good. They're just telling you think about, have a plan, in other words, right? Because with the Page of Wands, that's about really looking, really staying focused, really planning, but moving forward with knowledge, right? Moving forward with wisdom, so that you're not making any crazy mistakes. All right. And then we are going to see what is in the shadows for you that you might need to work on. Okay, pay attention to. What do we have for Pisces? All right, and again, you have the Knight of Swords twice. Okay, so what am I rushing towards? That is the question you need to ask yourself. Okay, is it really worth the rush, right? Is it worth the rush because this is going to happen within a few weeks, right? Is it worth the rush because if you meet with somebody and you're collaborating in something, they're telling you, let's move quick. All right. So they're not telling you it's a good thing. They're not telling you it's a bad thing. They're just telling you to move with precaution, right? We don't all just jump into things unless we have like a true concrete plan. And that's all they're telling you, right? And that's the reason probably why you're so, protected, right? You don't soften the armor, right? And you need to do that. All right, moving on to money and career. All right. Answers. You will resolve your current situation soon. Work-wise, you find unique ways to stand out. Exactly. You find a new opening with job security. All right. And that's what the Ace of Pentacles is all about. If you see that opportunity, you need to grab it. All right. It's not about, when I'm ready. It's not about that, you guys. Okay. And this is all what I've been telling you. You're going to stand out. This is what I was telling you earlier, that if you have other skills, you need to talk about them, even if it doesn't relate to the job. That shows how diversified you are, okay? How capable you are of learning different things and maintaining them in your head, okay? So you're gonna find answers to your current situation, and you're gonna find a better job that has security. If one job didn't have health benefits, didn't have a retirement plan, this new job, you take it because of that, because it's a wider opportunity. All right, so it says career transition. Exactly. Navigate career transition smoothly, right? Have a plan. Identify your transferable skills. Oh my God, you can't make this up. Update your resume and network to explore new opportunities, right? If you go out with friends, ask, are they hiring at your job? What do you do, right? You might not even know what these people do. You might be meeting new people that you don't know, and whatever they do might spark an interest in you, right? If let's say they are good cooks, you might be like, wow, you make that much money? Maybe I should go back to school, right? And become a chef, whatever, okay? And it says wellness. Ensure your body is nourished, join a gym and regain strength. Live a healthier lifestyle. Okay, so look into that and really pay attention to your body. Especially if you guys work at a job that requires you to use your body strength. You don't want to go bananas, right? When you are struggling, when you are in pain, when you leave the job. So it's not just about the exercising, but also what you put into your body, right? Because as we know, sugars might really make us really tired, right? Okay, we're moving on to love. What do we have for Pisces? Please do what is best for your heart. Yeah. This person that left, this is what they could have told you. And that's the pain that you're feeling. Guard it in any situation, but just guard it. Guard it. It's like this reading screams protection. I can't let you go. I feel like it might have been you who walked away. Because this person wasn't offering you anything. And if you walked away, at first they might have been like, oh, please do what's best for you. And then it was like, whoa, I messed up. I don't think that being without you was the answer. I feel that strongly. I see like in a cup, somebody like extending their arms, wanting to pull a person back towards them. What do we have for Pisces? Long haul. In it to win it. Long-term intentions. Invested. Okay. You might, I don't feel this is this person. You might have somebody that's coming new into your life that might say to you, you know, that may offer you whatever this other person couldn't offer you. They're going to be all in. Okay. They're in it to, you know, either win your love, try to build a life with you, invest. They have good intentions. Okay. So you get like a do-over, almost kind of like, that's what I see written across, do-over. All right. We're moving on to Oracle messages. What do we have for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces? All right. My purpose finds me when I follow my joy. Yeah, because I feel like you having to focus so much on your protection, you're not having fun right now. And it's horrible. All right. Harmony. Again, yeah, you need to find a little bit of happiness. Go out with your friends. It says seek harmony in your relationship balance in order for you to find peace. It's very clear. You are worried. You are like, you know, in protection mode. All right. And with our secret card, we have you are brilliant. You are. This is why I tell you that when you are at the job interview, mention everything you know how to do, even if it does not relate. You guys, I'm leaving the full reading at the bottom here. Go see it. It is important. All right. Again, the number 30, and not that there's much of a combination, but the number 3 means coming together with people, right? In harmony, in work, whatever. All right. For the signs that we have here, we have Libra, we have Capricorn, we have Sagittarius, we have Gemini, Aquarius, and Aries. All right. And for initials, I'm going to take out more signs with the dice of the signs. L, Z, H, the name Hector, and the name Lizzie. All right. They're not giving me anything for the other letter. Scorpio, Virgo, and Sagittarius might be significant in your life. All right, guys, this has been your reading. I hope that somehow it has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You'll be helping me out a lot. Don't forget to live in love and harmony and help anyone, no matter who they are, right? Everybody might just need a little help. One love, take care, and I'll see you soon.
Thanking you for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.